This has been a week. It's 4:20 today. I am gonna go to a dispensary to get some more edibles. I'm pretty low. I've been waiting for today. Although a lot of these places celebrate with stuff like food, and obviously I can't partake in that. It's not safe. But I am about to go to the market right now and get myself some tortilla chips and cheese so I can grate it up and have cheese chips. It's unfortunate that, I wanted to just order some cheese chips from a Mexican restaurant last night, but the chances that they make their own chips, and if they have flautas or churros or anything, then it's all been fried in the same oil and I can't eat it. But this is my life, so it's been 6 months since I found out I have liver issues. I think it'll be officially 6 months in like a week. It's from when I saw my test results. And on one hand, 6 months doesn't seem like very long at all, especially when you go from 0 to in the transplant evaluation program. But on the other hand, 6 months is a long time, and there are signs of progress. For instance, I don't get any more IBS-like symptoms since I've found out about the celiac. So my digestion has been great. When I go to the bathroom, everything is fine. No problems, no color problems, nothing. No blood. I do wake up every day and I wonder if I'm going to be okay that day. Check my stomach, make sure it's not swollen, although I don't imagine it would be immediately swollen. It would take a little bit of time for the ascites to grow, or edema, I think edema is going to be my first sign. But I've always gotten it when I just sit all day. If I just do nothing but sit at my computer for 2 or 3 days, I'll get a little bit of swelling in my feet. That's normal. And it goes away in a day or so when I exercise, so that's not going to worry me too much. But even then, obviously I don't want that, so I'm going to not be sitting as much. And since obviously my pulmonary tests show that I'm asthmatic, I'm asthmatic. There's a little bit of I never read my results, did I? I won't do that now. I'll do it later. I'm not up to it right now. I'd say my pulmonary function test results were very, very meh. Not the best, but definitely not the worst. But I am asthmatic. It may be under control because it's, I don't know this lady was in her 70s, the tech. And she just looked at my numbers and she's like, "You have combination asthma, right? Like pet dander?" And I was like, "Yeah, pet dander and exercise." I'm like, I don't know how you looked at those numbers and realized that, but maybe it was just something through conversation. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'll go into all that if I haven't already. My dad got rushed to the hospital late last week or midweek on the day that I had to go to UCLA. And that saga is happening sort of parallel to my saga, and it's getting hard for me to maintain a sheen of optimism. I mean, it's gonna be like that forever. With the liver problems, I'm always gonna be sort of up and down. I'm always gonna be worried and thinking about it. But I need to remind myself, and this is something I have to say out loud. Medical science, because of our technology now, their knowledge, just like the collective knowledge of humanity, is increasing exponentially. And now that we've started including women in medical studies, it's it's likely that there are going to be therapies and drugs that will help me if I can just hold on. I don't think we're too far out from that. You know, we just have to get past our fear of the new. And obviously, you know, I will look into clinical trials. I'm not ready for that yet. I need to find excuse me, I think, to be honest with you, I need to find out if I'm on that list. Which of course I am. I mean, I am. There's no way I'm not. And I haven't done anything to be disqualified. You know, I do not drink. I never drank. I don't know if I've ever said it here, but I can count on my hands and feet the number of times I've been drunk in my life. And probably my hands, to be honest with you. It has to be less than 10 times because it's so infrequent. I just don't like alcohol. Yes, that nice buzzed feeling is nice eventually, but you have to get through the burning first. And I don't like spicy food. I don't like things that burn. I don't like unpleasant feelings. So I've never developed a taste for it. Same with cigarettes. Although my parents both smoked multiple packs a day, and I was never going to be a smoker. That was just foul. Everything smelling like cigarettes. Like I had this in the 90s. They made these carpet powders that were supposed to help with pet smells. One of them was made by Arm & Hammer. And I was always putting that in my room and vacuuming and burning incense. And my room, I needed it to smell different than the rest of the house. So I'd walk out of my room and it would smell like they were actively smoking cigars. There was so much cigarette smoke in that place. So, you know, I realized that when I lived with my parents, I myself just probably smelled bad to all of my friends. You know, I smelled like today's cigarettes and cigarettes from 10 years ago, just sitting there. You know, and there was only so much I could do in my room because my room was already part of the house, so it smelled like Arm & Hammer pet powder and old cigarettes. And then eventually you would walk into my room and you'd see I just couldn't vacuum all of it up. So you'd see like white powder inside the ground in the carpet in some places. And I tried to get it, you know, but I needed a vacuum cleaner with more power and I just didn't have access to it. And you know, cigarettes go a long way to triggering PBC. But I've already talked about that. So I'm not in a good place. I'm about to go to the market to make my cheese chips because it's just something stupid to make me happy. Greasy, salty, I don't need it, but I want it. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for your sympathy and your support. Like, to be completely honest, those of you who comment and say kind words, you have no idea how helpful it is, how much it means to me. It's hard for me to express myself. It always has been, in terms of like personal emotions. It's not hard for me to express myself clearly. I can just turn on the camera with no plans at all and just talk for 10 minutes straight. If this didn't stop at 10 minutes, I imagine I could just sit here and talk for an hour. So I've learned that about myself anyway. But thank you. Really, truly. It's been a long, hard 6 months, and there have been a few people here who have really provided some true bright spots in all of that, and I will always appreciate that. So for now, thank you for watching, and I will get back to you later.